Hello everyone, it's Casey here, and welcome back to yet another episode on World of Tanks Blitz. Today, this is episode 4, and we'll be revealing the new Hetzer German tank. Now, I got this yesterday after a few more battles, offline, off camera, so I saved up a bit of experience, and I was able to get this tank, because last time, on spectator mode, after we died of course, we saw the amazing potential of this tank. Like, the gunpowder on this thing is amazing, and the armor on this thing is absolutely so hard. Like, it is so hard to penetrate. So I decided to buy this tank today, and I'm just gonna test this out, and at the end of the episode, I'm gonna rate this tank out of 5 stars. So let's just do this. Basically, this tank kind of reminds me of a tortoise, cause if you look at this, it just looks like a tortoise, a turtle, cause it's got this really hard shell on it, and it's really slow as well. It'll make sense. Alright, let's have a look. So the stats on this thing, have a look at the hit points. Not bad for a tank like this. Damage is absolutely so good, because the damage on the Panzer III is 80, and this is 160, which means it is 2 times the damage of a Panzer III, which is so good. Alright, rate of fire. Rate of fire is not too good, but well, every tank has its disadvantages, of course. Penetration is pretty good for this type of tank. Armor is so good. Armor is, you may see the bar's not too high, but armor for this kind of tank is really hard to penetrate. It makes sense later. Speed is the major letdown to this tank. However, the speed on this thing is it's like a tortoise. That's why I called it the tortoise car. It's so slow. But of course, every tank has its disadvantages, as I said before. But rotation, however, is just max, so don't need to say anything about that. So the main advantages of this tank is the damage that it does. It does so much damage, and the armor that it has, so it's hard to penetrate. But the major letdown is the speed. It's incredibly slow. And yeah, there's another letdown that will make sense later. If you have a look at this cannon, it's mounted on this left-hand side here. And it doesn't actually rotate like most tanks, for example, this tank. It rotates 360 degrees. It can rotate the whole gun, or kind of this thing, You can't rotate it. It's kind of just stuck there, and it can only move a bit of an angle there and a bit of there. So it's kind of what kind of angle is that? It's like a 120 degree angle span, that cannon can move. And that's why the rotation of this thing is so high, because if there's an enemy here, for example, on the sides, the tank actually can't see that. If you want to hit this guy on the sides, the whole tank actually has to rotate in order for the gun to spot the enemy. Because the gun, it's only a 120 degree span here. So it actually can't reach here. So it has to physically rotate in order to shoot the enemy here. And that's why the rotation on this tank is max, because otherwise it'll be pretty easy to penetrate. But anyway, let's just get straight into the battle. See you guys in the next part.